Hi friends, it's Miss Amy. I'm going to read another book. This fun book is about one of my very favorite artists. She was a painter who lived a long time ago in Mexico, and her name was Frida Catlo. And this silly book is called Frida Catlo. It's kind of like if Frida Kahlo was a kitty cat. Let's meet one of history's greatest figures in this adorable board book with an animalistic twist. Famous Meowxican, instead of Mexican, painter Frida Catlo was a pioneer for female artists. She painted from the heart, even in the face of health problems and personal struggles. With hilarious puns and colorful illustrations, this book brings Frida's legacy to life for youngsters and parents alike. This is by Wild Bios. Bios has all kinds of fun books like this about different historical figures. Frida Catlo. Frida Catlo was a talented artist born in Mexico City in 1907. She and her family lived in a house called La Casa Azul. That means the blue house. And she lived a long time ago. Frida and her father, Guillermo, were very close. He taught her all about photography. That means taking pictures. She would even help him to develop photographs. There she is right there with her dad. He's taking pictures of her. When Frida was young, she got into a clawful accident. She stayed home to heal, and she had a lot of time on her paws. There she is. She's in bed recovering. She hurt her foot, her leg. So she spent it painting until her art was perfect. Frida's first paintings were portraits. She needed models, so she painted her sisters and her school friends. There she is. Frida was inspired by her Meowxican heritage. She dressed in traditional clothing and often wore flowers in her fur. Isn't it a silly book? While she was in school, Frida met Dago Rivera. His real name was Diego Rivera, a famous Meowxican artist. She showed him her art and they developed feelings for each other. Aww. Dago Rivera and Frida Catlo were married in 1928. Dago and Frida were painters for her entire 9 lives. She's a cat, so she has 9 lives. Yes. She went to Paris and went to go visit the Eiffel Tower. In 1939, Frida was invited to France, they mean Paris, to show her portraits at a gallery. Paris's most famous museum, the Louvre, bought one of her paintings. It was the first work by a Mexican artist that they had ever purchased. Isn't that pretty? She painted a picture of herself and like all the colors, and there's some birds in there. She was very talented. I like these. She liked to paint with her animals. She had lots of pets. She had a pet monkey. Frida had a fervent love of animals and often included them in her portraits. She had a pet deer, 2 spider monkeys, a parrot, and an eagle. She was a real animal lover. One of Frida's most famous works features a spider monkey. Right there, he's a little monkey. It is called Self-Portraits with a Monkey, and it hangs in the Meowma in New York City. silly. That means it hangs in the MoMA in New York City, which is a museum that has lots of art, the Modern Art Museum. It has lots of paintings. Frida Catlo was often called a surrealist painter. However, Frida insisted that she only painted reality. So some people called her surrealist, which means she painted made-up things, but she said she painted real things. Some of her most famous paintings include the Fridas, the two Fridas, a few small catnips, and Doggo and I, or Diego and I. Like all the little kittens and dogs all around in here. Frida Catlo is one of the most famous female painters of all time. She's one of the most famous girl painters. Although she didn't sell many portraits during her life, many of her paintings are now worth millions. Millions. Meow, meow, meow. Her paintings can be seen in museums from Whiskerton, D.C., Washington, D.C., to Meowxican, Mexico. Fans of her artwork can visit La Casa Azul, which was her house, which means the blue house in Mexico, and see where she grew up. Her colorful style will never be forgotten. The end. I love this little book. If you want this little book and you can read it and look at Frida Catlo's pretty paintings and learn more about her, then I'll put information down below so you can have it too. All right, see you later, alligators. Okay guys, I wanted to share this book with you about Frida Catlo. Frida Catlo is one of my favorite artists, and I have some little things about her. This is one of my little dolls I have. And I have some other figurines. They're called Dios de la Muertes things. I'm not gonna get those out and show, but this is one that I like. Someone made this. It's pretty cool when I got it at the Goodwill. But that's just a little bit about one of my favorite artists, Frida Catlo. And I think this is a silly book, Frida Catlo. It talks about Frida Catlo as if she was a kitty cat, which is one of my favorite things too. All right, I hope everyone's doing well. I enjoyed the story. Y'all take care. I miss you so, so much. Bye.